Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Revelations Persona. In the last episode, we decided to finally show that girl in black what's what. However, she decided she had other ideas, instead sending her trusty companion known as Robo-Rat to try and deal with us. And well, luckily for us, we were able to defeat it relatively easily. Because the Robo-Rat, while it has its cycle of moves, it does have a nuke all attack, which is precipitated by the little demon pilot in the Robo-Rat actually exiting the Robo-Rat and making its appearance, which is then followed by us getting hit by a nuclear blast attack. And for some reason, however, that did not happen. Surprisingly enough. I mean, I'm not really complaining, but I actually kind of expected that in that fight. But, oh, also, we also met this world's Kane. It was actually quite a bit more lucid and knowledgeable than his counterpart from our world, and we learned of several things, including the fact for some reason there is a giant door in the shape of a book here in the library, and only when we've solved the entire truth can we actually access it. And the other thing is that this world's Kane has also been visited by Philimon too, which means that we have to return to the Butterfly Shrine in order to actually learn a thing or two from him, because it's actually been a while since we've actually had any contact from Philimon himself. And that of course means venturing out into this world's Lunavale, which is going to be fairly interesting. Yeah, that's the hallmark of parallel worlds, also known as world lines. Yeah, Chris only has business with Guido Sardinia. For what reason, we have yet to find out. And the school is relatively secure. But this town is going to be considerably different, most notably in two respects. So the fact that, well, one respect being that the police station is actually a giant forest in this reality. If we go outside, everything seems to be bathed in a glowy white light for some reason. Well, most of the stores seem to be the same. I mean, there's the Sun Mall, there's the Yin Yang store, the museum and ruins and everything. But as you can see there, the where the police station used to be, right above that Augustus tree, is now the Lost Forest. But the other interesting thing about Lunavale here is that the west half is bathed in light, and yet for some reason the east half of Lunavale is completely shrouded in darkness. Also, the other side of Lunavale does not have the obligatory text here, which is kind of interesting. But also this half of Lunavale seems to have very nice, quaint music, which is really interesting, though I doubt that we're actually going to be avoiding demons anytime soon. But let's go over here and let's go to that mansion again. I wonder how Mrs. Newrich is doing. I mean, she was a terrible person who made her fortune off of, you know, collecting, I say collecting very loosely, old relics from the ruins, but let's go into her mansion, shall we? Wait a minute. TJ, what are you doing here? Oh right, TJ is super rich in this one, and super arrogant. So this world's TJ now lives in Mrs. Newrich's mansion, apparently. And she's a stuck-up snob. That's, kind of interesting. Well, if TJ is living in the mansion, then who exactly is living in that tiny little house that we saw? Just copiously checking my map to be able to see that, now we gotta go to the shrine somehow. Over this way. Oh, and demon. Demon encounter. That's fantastic. No, we're just fighting these demons. The Felicia's tackle is useless, but they're weak to whips, and Toilet Kids are strong against attacks. Yeah, and that their destructibility is completely different from that of Mary's. That destructibility really, really, really hurts. Yeah, I'll just skip this particular battle, and we'll keep heading to the shrine. And I'll skip any future battles until we come across more demons that we haven't fully encountered yet. And Mark died to the Toilet Kid because Vortic is apparently susceptible to more dead. Yeah. Which is very unfortunate. Speaking of personas, Hellcat is Hellcat is now at rank 8, so we want to switch over to I want to change over to Rain at the moment. Yeah, because Halo is a holy light persona, it's incredibly weak against Mudo magic, essentially. That's what Dead is, and it's very, very unfortunate. Wait until a persona is Dark Rider's almost at rank 8, and Goonie is at rank 1. There we go. And this music is kind of great, and I really just realized I want to go this way, because that's where the shrine is, down one of these side roads. Yep. And apparently kobolds are immune to lightning, because they're earth demons. Good to know. Alright, we're basically here at the shrine. Yay! Long time no see, Philimon. No, the butterfly should be here somewhere. Ah, yes. Hello again, golden butterfly. You might want to hold off on that. Philimon is not our enemy. And Mary's feeling faint, apparently. What sage advice do you have for us now?
How are you, my friend? The world you are in now is Guido's world. He is trying to take over with his evil desire. If you follow him, you will find the truth about this world and find your way back to your own world. Guido has taken over the east side of town and is looking for something. If he finds it, there will be no tomorrow for either your world or the world you're in now. You must stop him. You can go to the east side through the subway terminal, but it is protected by demons. To defeat the demons that guard the gate, you must find the pieces of the shattered holy mirror.
Now that was a lot of information there. Yeah, it's a good thing we know that he's here. Unfortunately, we can't discount what Philemon said. Guido is on the east side of town, and we can't currently access it. Because, of course, we have to go through the subway, and it is being guarded by a demon, as Philemon said. But of course, we have no choice but to hunt down Guido, because doing so is the only way that A, we're going to get out of here, and B, find the truth behind these various phenomena. Yeah, the pieces of the Holy Mirror. Well, at least Nate was paying attention. Looks like Guido plans on ruling over this alternate dimension as well. But Philemon said that Guido was looking for someone, or something rather, and that whatever it is that he finds could ultimately spell the doom for both our reality and this reality. Holy Mirror. I wonder. Yeah, somewhere along the line. Yeah, that's why we have to go through the subway, because there's a giant wall dividing the town. So that wall is another manifestation of Guido's powers. I would say, I would give you the exact same advice. Kind of. The butterflies disappeared again, so we can't really, have it heal us, but, we need to find that holy mirror. But before we do so, I'm actually going to go down to that little house on the corner, the house that used to be TJ's, and there is the giant wall, which isn't so much, well, physical wall as an absolute wall of darkness. And a physical wall, I should say. And another demon encounter. And Nate and Mark leveled up, I think. Was it Nate and Mary? No, it was Nate and Mark. Wonderful. And that barrier is still around this town. Kind of interesting. But there's the house that TJ used to live in, so who occupies it now? Really curious about that. It's Mrs. Newrich, who in this world has apparently fallen on very hard times. Yeah, Unlike how Mrs. Newrich, this one did not get rich from the relics in the ruins. Mrs. Newrich supposedly came across a lot of money and lived in a big mansion, but yeah, that mansion now belongs to TJ. At least here. And come to think of it, what was she looking for in the ruins? We never really knew that. But apparently her reputation is the same as it was in our world. I'm surprised about your attitude here, Chris. Yeah. Well, there's, nothing more we can do here, but, that's the kind of interesting little thing. But, to bring back Chris's words into perspective, we actually, I have actually thought about it, a situation. And, believe it or not, adventurers, I have thought about this, and, if you've been following my Let's Play thus far, you will notice that quite a while back we actually did go to a certain location that happened to possess a certain mirror that had a reputation to it in Lunavale. And that mirror was being stored all the way in the museum in the northern part of town, just below the Augustus tree. Yeah, sometimes roaming around has its uses. Although, of course, we could have gone over to the museum and found it without ever having visited it in our reality, but there was a reason why I wanted to go to the museum first. Let me just check my spell cards, and I still only have 6. But I think we'll cut through the sun more as soon as we get past these. Hooray! Mary leveled up. Fantastic. But what does attack back do anyway? I should really... Oh, it's a counter-attack, but it relies on agility. It seems peaceful here, apart from the fact that we keep being attacked. And there's the mall, just up ahead, which is fantastic. Brief respite from demons. And the music is unchanged. Let's actually go into the Peace Diner and see what we can learn. So what do people in this reality have to say? They can tell we don't belong here, which is kind of interesting. Yep, no shortcuts in Revelations Persona. Yeah, if only. Is that man over there? Yeah, we need that holy mirror because it's the only way to get to the other side. And Chris apparently doesn't like Peace Diner. I don't entirely blame him, but apparently this man ran into a demon, and then it ran away. Apparently it was looking for someone, that's interesting. A peace diner that doesn't serve food? Oh yeah, interesting thing about Peace Diner here in this reality is, some of our party members, and by some I of course mean Nate, will actually remember what we're actually supposed to be doing. Or Mark in this case. Yeah. We could go into the other stores, get some equipment and stuff like that, but, you want to try and find this mirror as soon as possible, but that pretty much means we beeline it all the way to the museum, which fortunately just happens to be ahead if I can just cross the road. Okay, the next block, and then in front of this highway. And we have another demon encounter. This is an archangel, and he was pretty much somebody that I was hoping to run into at some point. Level 21, which means he's fair game for our negotiations. And Mark's staring contest is ultimately what we need here. Mark stare passionately. We have a magic stone, but that's... Oh, thank you. That increased interest. Mark glared at the demon. Yay! Archangels pretty much are holy demons, which means they're incredibly susceptible to Mudo. But we don't have that. But the contract has been sealed, and I can now cross Archangel off my spell card list. Yay! Fantastic. Slowly but surely, we're getting closer to getting that glass doll totem, which is exactly what I need in order to summon Vishnu. And blah 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 blah. I hate that. We're oh, that's the way out. That's kind of annoying. Oop. Yeah, we just overshot the museum just a bit. I keep doing that, but nope. Here we are with this with its quaint little monolith. Let's go inside before we get attacked by any more demons. And there's no receptionist here. Yes, indeed, if you remember our previous visit. And Philimon again. Well, his news is not good news, but his presence is always welcome. And Chris is standing at the payphones. He just wants to fight Guido as quickly as possible. Yeah. Remember this mirror? It's the same mirror, except in this reality, it actually does something. Ooh, and it's the, it appears to be an image of a girl. You can't take this. Don't take this. No, please. Seems to be a warning, or at the very least a plea. Couldn't have been Maggie. Could it have been Mai, the little girl in white? And Mary seems to have the same idea. Well, we took the mirror anyway, because we actually do need to use it in order to fight that demon. We got the holy mirror. Yay! In spite of Mai's plea there. And, well, now back outside. And, we're gonna save at the Augustus tree to end this particular episode off. Assuming I don't run past it like a moron. And, of course, one more demon encounter for the road. Just gonna heal up here for the time being, and everyone's healthy again. Hooray! We could have actually ventured down into the subway before we got the holy mirror to see the demon that guards the gate between the west and east side of Lunavale. But since Philimon already told us that we needed the mirror anyway, I don't really see much point to that. A tree's just over there, I think. Oh, it's just up this way. There it is. A bit confused there for a second, but well, we can now save our progress. Once again, keeping our record on the trunk of this Augustus tree. And our old record is no more. Alright, now that we have saved, I believe this is a good time to end this episode of Let's Play Revelations Persona. And when we return, we shall actually make our way over to the subway and see if we can actually go toe-to-toe with this particular demon, this guardian, if you will. As always, dear adventurers, until next we meet.